Hey, I'm NichBoy, and welcome to Pocket for 2016, my Pocketeers. Now, my plan for the next, I'm going to say couple of weeks, is to catch up on the back catalogue of games that I missed from 2015, because not too much new stuff comes out in January. So I figured it would be a good time to catch the things that I either didn't have time to play or just didn't even know about. Now, the first one of these games is Contradiction, Spot the Liar by Baggy Cat. I knew about this game. I love FMV games, just for some reason we never got around to it. So I figured now would be a good time to get in on all the campy, I assume murder, mystery. If you have suggestions for games that you would like to see me play over the next couple of weeks, let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna be playing for about half an hour today. I would love if you stuck around and join me, but if you don't have the time, if you're a busy individual running some sort of giant corporation or you just got homework to do, or you just don't like me, which feels unbelievable, you can go to here, and there's a too long didn't read at the end where I'll give you my thoughts on the game without having to sit through all of it. All right, that's it. Let's spot the liar. Oh, yeah. Oh, this was
My name is Jenks, Detective Inspector Frederick Jenks, and I've been assigned to a last-minute investigation into the death of Kate Vine, a PhD student found drowned at midnight last Friday in a lake in the woods on the outskirts of the tiny village of Edenton.
No makeup.
I have until first thing tomorrow morning to decide whether her death was a simple accident or whether this was murder. Kate Vine appeared to the world to be a bright, confident, fun-loving PhD student with everything to live for. However, a history of depression and alcoholism revealed in her medical records suggests that in reality, she had become adept at hiding behind a mask. A lab report indicating a high level of alcohol in her blood, along with the late hour of her death and a lack of witnesses, makes a strong case that this was suicide. But the verdict overlooked some curious details. Why was her driving license found on the opposite side of the lake in which she drowned?
She kind of threw it out the window.
There were traces of morphine in Kate's system. Where did she get it? Kate was known to be a free spirit with a nihilistic love of danger, which may, in part, have something to do with a business course called Atlas, which Kate had joined and which she had been attending on the night of her death. Based in a large
business
home on
course
the outskirts
about
of the village,
danger.
The exclusive Atlas is run by father and son team, Paul and Ryan Rand. Both were interviewed following Kate's death, but neither claimed to have seen Kate after the meeting, and both were understandably eager to distance themselves and Atlas from the tragedy. This isn't the first time that Atlas has been investigated. Atlas and their questionable methods, which many have suggested border on mind control. Ryan is married to Rebecca, landlady of Edenton's
This is
village
too
pub,
much
the George
information.
Dragon. As yet,
I need this
he
doled out
hasn't
slowly.
been interviewed,
I'm not a
though it's
real
likely
investigator,
Kate
guys.
visited the pub on more than one occasion.
Facts in my brain.
One of Kate's friends was Emma Bowman, who lives at Eden Lodge on the road leading out of Edenton Village.
Okay.
Emma was also doing a PhD at the same university, but didn't attend Atlas. Interviewed after Kate's death, Emma seemed shocked and upset, insisting she hadn't seen Kate that night. However, it turned out her boyfriend had.
Oh, you smug
Simon Thompson
Prince
met Emma at
Harry.
university. After completing his degree around 18 months ago, he went to work at a shop in the neighboring village. He started at the Atlas course a few months ago. Simon insisted that he didn't see Kate after the meeting, but the sergeant interviewing him noted he seemed oddly unmoved by her death, which makes him the first person I want to see tonight.
Okay, so I want to go see her friend's boyfriend. Yes, it is time for some answers. Can you repeat that? Chief clues. Chief clues will appear here. Replay scenes, previous scenes will appear here. I've made 0 progress. I feel like I've made a little bit of progress. I know at least that she had a driving license. Let's give it a go. Okay. Rebecca's pub. Welcome to Edenton Village. Edenton. Click the arrows to move around the village. If you see the magnifying glass, try your investigate button to see Jenks investigate. To see him investigate. You don't get to do anything. You just get to watch Jenks. Let's go to this little post-it note. Click the inventory icon to see your collected items, which includes both physical objects and information Jenks has collected. Kate Vine, she died. This guy's terrific. If you're at a location where you think you can use a physical item, try the use icon. Let's go ahead to the pub, because the landlady of the pub. Her boyfriend is the guy, I think. Oh yeah. Oh no. Click. No one's home? Show inventory. Show map. Show tips. Do a spot of investigating around Eden Lodge. You have things you haven't asked Simon and Emma about yet. Okay, cool. Let's go right up the north lane. Go right along Woods Lane, which is a street I used to live on. I hope no one died there. Go right to Eden Lodge, continue into the woods, go back to the North Road. Let's go to the woods. This is where the body was. Go left to the woods. At the lake. Go to the jetty. Wow. So the FMV is like, not just scenes, but like insert cuts. Like feet. There are people there. Can I click on anything? Magnifying glass.
Looks like a piece of jewellery there, stuck between the boards. Well and truly wedged in.
Oh, it moved. You can get it? Do I have anything I can get it with? Click to trade. Can that get it out? No. Kate Vine's death. That doesn't seem like something in my inventory. I didn't kill her and then keep her death as some handy keepsake. Or did I? Okay. I'm going back to the pub. Eden Lodge, Simon and Emma. Simon and Emma. Rebecca's pub. Oh, maybe it's Simon. Is it Simon? Was the guy's name Simon? Go right to Eden Lodge. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Knock for Simon. This is what we want. Simon. Murderer? Perhaps is a better name for you, Simon?
Is it Simon?
No, it's murderer.
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating an incident in the village. Could I come in and ask you a few questions, please? Yeah. Thank you.
Oh yeah, that dodgy look. That dodgy look. Did anyone see this guy come in here?
Just go
Could I
through
kill
here
him
if you
and
want.
get away?
Emma's working in the front room.
Hi.
This is Inspector James.
Jenks.
What's all this about?
There was a death in the village. Kate Vine, I believe you both knew her.
Yeah. Do you need to speak to both of us?
I'll just speak to Simon first, if that's okay.
Here's what I want to know.
Just come through.
Where do I get one of those hats? What kind of investigator wears a hat like that?
Oh, this will be fine, yeah.
Do you want anything? Water?
No, I won't be long.
Okay.
Did you kill her? Kate Vine's death. Your first interview. First, pick an item you want to ask about, then click ask to see Jenks ask about it. Why is it always to see Jenks? It's to get Jenks to ask. It's not to see him do it. I'm here to participate, guys. I'm here to help solve the murder. When you've heard the reply, you'll see a summary of what was said in the box at the bottom. Simon said blah, blah, blah. He also said blah, blah, blah. And he said blah, blah, dee, blah. Okay. Clicking any item you've already asked about shows the summary of replies beneath. Now click any reply to add it to the contradiction box on the right. You can add 2 replies at a time. What? Clicking any item you've already asked about shows the summary of replies beneath. Now click any reply to add it to the contradiction box on the right. You can add 2 replies at once. Now you can start looking for contradictions. It's the name of the game. Find 2 contradictory replies and add them to the contradiction box. If they go green, sit back and watch Jax interrogate your interviewee. If you've selected the right thing, sit back and enjoy a video. Jenks hasn't asked Simon about this yet. Select to ask what he knows. I'm gonna ask, do you recognize this picture?
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
So last Friday's meeting, I think.
He did it.
Did you see her after the meeting?
No.
How long have you known Kate?
That would be when we started Atlas. 3 months ago?
Did you socialise outside Atlas?
No.
How would you describe her? What sort of person was she?
Well, she's talented. She was full of life, you know? Sharp, quite sharp.
Poor choice of
Would you say she had any emotional problems?
Her mood could change. And, well, there was the drinking problem.
When did you become aware of that?
Well, she would come drunk to meetings sometimes.
Oh no.
She would reek of the stuff. I mean, everyone knew, but nobody really said anything.
So, tell me a bit about Atlas.
Oh, this guy's
It's
terrific.
Just a business
This acting,
management
it's all in the eyes.
training program for postgrads.
And you started this after you left college?
Yeah.
And it's on every Friday?
Yeah, well, my group isn't doing it this Friday, but one of the groups is.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Okay. Saw Kate at the Atlas meeting last Friday. Only known Kate for 3 months. Didn't socialize with Kate outside Atlas. Kate often seen drunk at Atlas. Let's talk about the driving license.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No.
I would not trust this man to investigate my murder. If
No,
I
I don't
die,
think so.
I just want you guys
That's
to know that
unethical.
someone else needs to be in charge. Let Pete do it. I wasn't watching the answer. Doesn't know anything about the license. Okay. So, Simon last saw Kate at the Atlas meeting last Friday, the night she died. Simon has known Kate for 3 months. That doesn't seem like a contradiction. Simon didn't socialize with Kate outside Atlas. Simon had only known Kate for 3 months. Doesn't seem like a contradiction. Kate often turned up at Atlas apparently drunk. Simon didn't socialize with Kate outside Atlas. Again. Kate turned up drunk. No. Nope. Am I doing this right? You saw her last Friday the night she died. Only known Kate for 3 months. Didn't socialize with Kate outside Atlas. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to visit Emma. Because you don't seem to know shit.
Thank you. Probably be back later. Don't worry, it's only a few questions.
You will break. You look weak. Turn on your roommate. Do you recognize this picture?
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
It was last Thursday in the college library. I saw her and we chatted for a bit. She seemed her usual self.
Drunk?
What was her usual self?
Drunk.
Just Kate being Kate. You know, a bit wild.
Wild? What way wild?
Hey, you pervert. Calm down.
She just used to question everything, you know. Have arguments with the lecturers, things like that.
What else?
Kate had a drink problem.
How noticeable was that?
Well, it wasn't at first, but as the year went on, she'd be
Everyone
drunk
else
in
is
the
giving like a
afternoon.
pretty serious
But
performance except for
I
him.
think she cut down, you know, towards the end of college and when she started her PhD.
Every time he says something, it's like... Okay. Kate had a drink problem. Didn't see Kate very often. Oh, but what about this? You saw her then, but you didn't see her often. No. Okay. Let's ask about this.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
Okay.
You've asked that twice now. That's a terrible question. Did you know if she's lost this or not? I guess he's asking if she lost a driver's license before she died. But in that case, she probably shouldn't be driving, should she? So if she did, she's a criminal as well as dead. Visit
That's
time.
all for the moment. Thank you.
Do I have any information from Emma? Doesn't know anything about there. Last saw Kate at the Atlas meeting last Friday. I don't think you've given me any contradictions yet. Let's get out of
Be
here.
back later on, if that's okay. Best to knock on the window for Emma. Simon always answers the front door.
Wait, what? Emma's in the front room, so best knock on the window for her. What am I planning to do with Emma?
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Oh, that's just if I want to get
Okay,
straight
that's it for now. Thank you.
I'm done. Sorry, I thought this was some sort of like secret sexy rendezvous in a hat. That word was hat. Let's look at the map. Body found. Atlas. Rebecca's pub. Ah, the Rands. The Rands. Go down behind the house. There was no one here before, I think. Was there? Is this where I am? I wanna... maybe back to the pub. Go ahead to the pub. Still nothing. Continue up the path. Ooh.
Always nice
key.
to randomly find a key on the floor.
A key? I could just get in anyway. There's no use for the server key here. I wonder if... Do you reckon I could use that key to get that thing that was stuck on the wharf? Does that sound achievable? Which way did I go? Left to the woods? Jetty. Click to use the key. Ah, no. Dropped silver key. Could I get into the pub with this key? Let me use it. No. Damn. Damn! I'm beginning to feel like... Wait, what? What was that? Oh no. I'm beginning to feel like a very ineffectual detective. Let's go back here. I wonder if they know anything about this key. Tell me about the key.
Questions, if you don't mind.
Oh, come on. Saw Kate in the library. Kate appeared her usual self. Kate appeared her usual self. Didn't see her very often. Argumentative. Kate appeared her usual self. None of these seem to be giving contradictions for me. Interesting.
Thank you. Probably
I'm guessing
back
Simon
later.
won't know anything about the key, but I'm going to try anyway. It isn't worth asking.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I like the little solution for just closing the book is a nice way to get out of all this stuff. Their body, Simon, road, click a pin, phone box. Like, what's this? I guess I just have to wander around and find... I'm just going back to the woods. Oh yeah, what's here? Nothing? Nothing. Go left. Go ahead. Go right. Look again. Improve your spiritual, financial,
Wow.
intellectual life.
Isn't that interesting?
I guess that's interesting, right? Around Eden Lodge. Is that where I am? I'll go back to Eden Lodge. Sure. All right. Aha. A bicycle.
Very trusting, leaving a bike unlocked.
Might be something useful in that box.
Looks like homebrew equipment. Ah, this might come in handy.
A screwdriver. Who were you so happy to? Will that get me that piece of jewelry? Maybe that will. Go left. Go to the jetty. Yeah, you better believe that this'll work. Screwdriver. Here we go. What is this?
Interesting. I thought forensics had checked the whole area. Obviously not very well.
Yeah, it needed a man in a hat. It's a bird. What is it? Is it a pin? Broken pendant. Oh, you better believe I'm gonna talk to Simon about that. Go to Inn Lodge. Simon. Simon. Yeah.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Tell me about your bicycle.
Whose the bike outside?
Oh, that's my cousin's. He lent me it. I need to buy a new lock for it, though.
So it's your bike at the moment?
Yeah. There's no bus service to speak of around here, so it's really the only way to get around.
Not true. I actually have a magical map that anywhere I point to, I directly travel there. Screwdriver. It's not worth it. Box of bottles. Have a party, Simon.
I noticed a lot of bottles outside. Are they yours?
Yeah, I'm at homeroom.
For yourself?
Well, no, I give it out to my friends and stuff. I tried selling it at first, but I didn't have any takers. Except for James over at Farmhouse. I used to trade it to him for herbs and stuff.
Do you see James a lot?
No, not really.
Oh. I was like, you don't socialize outside of Atlas. In fact, is that something I can do? Oh, no. There's not even the option there. Broken pendant. Oh, wait, the box of old bottles. Tried selling it, only sold to James. Didn't socialize. Oh, there's socialize with Kate. How boring. Okay, broken pendant.
Recognize this at all?
It does remind me of something.
Is it a bird?
I don't know.
It's a bird.
I've seen it
reminds him
somewhere,
of a
but
bird.
no, I don't know.
Vaguely recognizes the necklace. Okay. You told me about that. You vaguely recognize the necklace. So what's the difference between red and green? Oh, red's not worth asking about. Okay, cool. Bike belongs to Simon's cousin. Bike's the only way Simon can get to work. None of that seems
That's all
relevant.
for the moment. Thank you.
Emma, I've got a pendant for you. Unfortunately, you can't keep it because...
Ever seen this?
Looks like, that's my old necklace. I gave this to Kate.
So Kate might have
What?
been wearing it last Friday.
Yeah, well, perhaps, but I can't see why. She was always buying new things, you know, lots of jewelry, stuff like that. It's meant to be a bird in cage, but the cage's fallen off. I'll show you.
Where did you buy it?
But technically, the subtitles
didn't.
say, I
Someone
show you.
wanted presents.
I show you.
Secret
I show you,
admirer.
sir.
Not so secret.
I see.
That's how it should have looked. It's called a freedom necklace.
Do you mind if I keep this?
No, not at all.
So the necklace did belong to Kate. Interesting. I'm starting to wish I'd brought a spare evidence bag.
Well, are you? Because the evidence you found so far is a thing that big. I guess you wanted to put it in a bag. I see what you mean. I thought you meant that you had a lot of things to carry around. It's like, no. You've got a bird without a cage and an enormous hat. Okay. She gave it to Kate. Free necklace. Kate bought lots of jewelry. Necklace was an unwanted gift. Usual self, drink problem, didn't see Kate very often. Maybe that because you gave her something? No.
So, you went home to see your parents on Thursday night, that right?
Yes.
But you said you saw James at the market on Friday.
Wait, what?
No, I went to see my parents on Friday night.
What time did you go on Friday?
8 or 9.
And you didn't see Kate at all on Friday?
No.
You're not a very good liar, Emma.
Okay. I saw Kate.
Where?
At the pub we were arguing.
Go on. What were you arguing about?
I'd lent her £50 because she was desperate, and we were just arguing. It didn't really bother me. She just didn't have it.
And Kate broke the window?
Yes. She did things like that when she was angry.
Smash things?
Yes.
What? How did that happen?
So Simon did know Kate at college, but why would he lie about that? Maybe he knows Kate better than he's willing to admit. 6 o'clock. I wonder if Rebecca's working in the pub tonight.
Oh, I wonder if... Okay, I know I need to go to the pub. But I wonder if, when you select a contradiction, if you can... You jump between things. So maybe it's like I selected that and then I select like one thing that Simon says and then I go to Emma and I can select a second contradiction. Maybe that's what triggered it.
A broken window. Recently smashed by the look of it. Might have to ask about that.
I know how the window got broken. Kate broke it. She got drunk. She hulked up. Enter the outbuilding. I have a key. Wait. Why can't I use the key? Drop silver key. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not just an investigator. A break and enterer. What is here?
I wonder whose mask this is. Rebecca's or Ryan's?
Oh, I guess the thinking being that one of them would own it because it's there. Why would you carry it away with you? Investigate behind the shelves?
Just looks like junk, but it's too dark to tell.
Take out your phone. Do we have phones? Can't tell. Cardboard mask. I'm just gonna put it on. No, it doesn't work. Okay. Leave. The pub is open. Is Rebecca working there? You also have things you haven't asked Simon and Emma about yet. Okay. I'm gonna go meet Rebecca. And then I'll go back to Simon and Emma and go, who owns this mask? Maybe I'll put it on and really freak them out. Like, put them on and just take off my pants and stand in that hallway. Press the button. Very well made. Like, all the little links and stuff are very cool.
Sorry, what can I get you?
Detective Inspector Jenks. Rebecca, is it?
Yeah.
There's been an incident in the village. I'm conducting an investigation. Could I ask you a few questions, please?
Right.
Oh, she's not ready
Come
for this.
Thank you.
She's not ready for this at all. Oh, you killed her. You turned her into beer.
What's it about?
There's been an unexplained death locally. Not sure if you've heard.
The student?
Yes.
Yes, it was dreadful news.
You're married to Ryan, one of the Atlas leaders, yes?
The camera
I
angle
suppose
is
I
not
am,
quite
yes.
right because it looks like he's
Well,
looking
I
at
just
me.
wanted to ask a few questions
should
about
be
Kate
here.
and Atlas, if that's okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to answer any of them, but sure.
Oh, I see. Defensive already. Okay. Someone's having fun out there. Did you kill this photograph?
Did you know Kate?
Not very
Close
well. She came in a few times, but she was quite a moody person.
Ooh,
You could tell she had problems.
that's
When
what we
was
tell.
the last time you saw her?
Friday. She popped in for a minute.
And when was that?
7-ish.
Was she on her own?
I didn't see who she was with. She put £20 on the bar and then left.
What was that for?
A breakage, presumably.
£20? Just for a beer glass?
Well, she was very drunk. She just put it on the bar and then walked out.
Was there a broken glass?
Not that I noticed. But she was a strange girl.
So I took the £20 anyway. Didn't know. Last saw Friday. Didn't see who Kate was with. Kate gave Rebecca £20 for a breakage. Kate was very drunk. Running theme here.
Have you seen this before?
Yeah, you would have. She would have
No,
flashed it
sorry.
to say, I'm
So
legal
you didn't
to drink.
know if Kate had lost it?
No idea.
Well, I'm definitely not going to tell you about the key because I stole the key. I stole the key from you. Unlocked bicycle. Yeah, you don't care about the bicycle. You don't care about the screwdriver. I don't care about the beer bottles, even though he's probably cutting into your business by selling homebrew. You should ask about the freedom necklace rather than the pendant. Homebrew.
Know anything about Simon Thompson's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew?
Apparently.
No, we do buy from a microbrewery, but we don't usually buy from kitchen breweries.
That is so smug. She thinks she's better than Simon, the murderer. She probably is, because he's a murderer. Freedom necklace, yes.
Do you recognise this?
I've seen students wearing them. Has some sort of meaning, doesn't it? I forget what it is now.
Seen anyone wearing one recently?
Not that I can remember.
Yeah, what happened in your window?
How did the window get broken out round the back?
I don't actually know. Someone said 2 girls were arguing outside. I found out after they'd gone.
And when was
It was
this?
Kate.
Last Friday, just after we opened, about 6:30. I taped over it until I can get it fixed. We don't want people getting cut and suing us.
Does that sort of thing happen a lot? Arguments?
No, not really. I'm quite strict when it comes to barring clients I don't think are suitable.
This girl has a lot of things that she's not saying to me. Peter.
Gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Do you know what this is?
That is a sex
Oh,
toy.
you'll have to ask Ryan about that.
So this is Ryan's.
It's to
Why?
do with one of Ryan's methods on the course.
But
Go on.
Well,
he wants to know.
masks allow you to play at being someone different for a while. Students find it quite liberating.
So this would be for a student.
I think that one's Ryan's, but students do wear them, yes.
What is going on? Masks allowed students to roleplay? Okay. Okay. There's a lot going on here.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna duck back and I'm gonna talk to Emma. And then I think we might leave it there. Better investigate the woods again. You should call the chief for an update. There's also things you haven't asked Simon and Emma about yet. I'm gonna go back to Simon and Emma and accuse them of the murder and see what happens. So far, I've yet to find a button that says accuse of murder. But let's go Emma first.
Ask about a few more things, please.
I love how he knocks on the window because he doesn't want to talk to Simon.
Ever seen
Do you know about this sexy mask?
before?
Nope, I haven't, sorry. I think I'd have remembered it.
Haven't seen the mask before, but apparently it's
Be back
Simon's.
later on, if that's okay.
No, it's Ryan's. Ugh,
Have
too
a
many
look
names.
at this. Know anything about that?
I haven't seen this one, but it looks a lot like an Atlas mask. We use them for some of the workshops and stuff.
Really?
Well, you have to say something boastful or arrogant. You do it first without the mask, and then you say it with a mask.
And the point is?
Well, it's easier when you have the mask on, isn't it? people are not as afraid to be free about themselves, you know?
What did you find out about Atlas?
Well, it was advertised. Actually, I think I've still got the... This is the advert that was at my college. To be honest, I've learned more in 3 months at Atlas than I did in 3 years at business school.
No, you didn't. It's a scam.
Yeah, go for it.
I suppose that might be useful as a conversational starter.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. There is so much information there. Okay. Contradiction. Spot the liar. How cool is this game? Like, I've kind of already gone on record as saying that I'm quite a big fan of FMV games. There's something particularly now where it can sort of walk the line between hammy but interesting and different. Her Story obviously was an amazing version of that, and Guitar Hero Live had some really cool stuff. Contradiction, I think the reason we didn't look at it last year was actually it looked a bit too much like Missing, an interactive thriller, which was one that we looked at last year, which was like a sort of solve a crime thing, but that was quite basic and not really that great. This is way, way more involved. Like, I've played for sort of like 45 minutes, I'm 4% into it. I really like that mechanic of spotting contradictions with all these conversations. They've taken an adventure game. It feels like, say, Monkey Island or something, where you're wandering around and you're taking like, you know, here's a saucepan and then here's a rubber chicken, and how do I put these two things together to open up the door of the garage? It's that idea, but it's only using conversation. It's only, here's this part of a conversation and this part of a conversation, and how do these two things not line up? How can I use these two things together to be able to progress the story, which I think is a really cool mechanic. It's shot really well. Like, it's, you know, it's not a sort of Soderbergh film, or it is actually. It's Soderbergh's every second film. It's the films he makes when he doesn't make Ocean's 11. It's his sort of cheaply made crap. But I think it's actually quite well made. The acting is a bit hammy, but I want it to be hammy because it's a murder mystery in a small English village. The other thing that's interesting about it is, sure, if you're investigating a real crime, you would have to do way more sort of grunt work to find people and get them talking and that sort of thing. But it does actually feel something like a real investigation because of the amount of information that you're actually being fed that are just red herrings. When I started that first conversation with Simon, I went, oh, I've just got two things to ask about, Kate's death and the driver's license. By the end of the conversation with Simon and with Emma, I had sort of 9 things that I could talk to them about. All of them had multiple answers. So there's a lot of information here where I go, this is not relevant. I don't know if his homebrew stuff is going to be relevant. If it is, they've done a really good job at sort of seeding it through all the characters, because Rebecca, Emma, and Simon have all spoken about it. But if it isn't, that's almost just as good, because it kind of fleshes out this person as a character. And sure, everyone else in the town knows about this stuff, but it's nothing to do with the investigation. And I need to figure out whether or not it's important or not. This is very cool. I feel like this is a really great use of FMV. This is definitely something I'm going to continue. Have you played Contradiction? Let me know if it is worth continuing down this path, because I think it is, just because of the hammy acting of the investigator. He's like the best thing about this game.
Hi.
This is Inspector James.
Jenks.
All right, that's it for a first look at Contradiction. Spot the liar. NichBoy, out!